Hey guys, Jeremy here, and welcome to my first MunchPak unboxing. Now this is going to be fun because inside of this box is a variety of foodstuffs and snacks and treats from around the world, because that's what MunchPak does. And they got in touch with me and asked me would I like to try out a MunchPak, and I said yes. Yes, I do. Because I really do enjoy opening up these mystery boxes and trying out all the foodstuffs one by one and letting you know what I think about them. So before I open this up and indulge myself, I'm going to tell you a little bit about MunchPak in case you're interested in getting involved. Now, this is pretty interesting because instead of just doing the every month subscription thing, you can decide to renew your subscription either every week or every 2 weeks or every month if you want. And there's a few different boxes that you can get. One that gives you 5 treats, one that gives you 10 treats, and one that gives you 20 treats. And the prices are staggered depending on how many treats you want. So it can go from $10 and then to $20 and then to $40. And then you can also customize your box depending on what your palate wants. You want something salty, you want something sweet, you want something chewy. You can customize it like that. They got drinks, they can do a la carte stuff. It's all there. So if you want to try out MunchPak in any capacity, I'm going to leave a link in the description where you can just go to the website and check it out if you want. All right, cool. So without further ado, let's open this box. So I've already cut the tape. Now, when it comes to these boxes, I don't like to know what's inside of them before you do. So I'm going to take out things one by one and try it. Now, this is a pretty heavy box. There's stuff on top. Here's a little piece of paper. This is just telling you, okay, hola, adventurous eater. This MunchPak was made with lots of love by Anthony. So cool. Thank you, Anthony. And then there's something on the back where you can download the app if you want. I'm going to set that down on the floor. I feel like this is some paper. It's non-edible, so don't worry, we're almost to the food. Ooh, okay, so here we go. First thing up is Dora 3 croissant di pastas foglia puff pastry. Here's what this looks like here. It definitely looks like a croissant. And, you know, I don't want to be stereotypical and say, oh, this is from France, but it's definitely have some all different kind of languages on it. Crema buscotto al cacao. You know, I'm not going to keep embarrassing myself. Let's try it out. All right. Open up this puff pastry here. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so you know what? I should have brought a plate. Oh well, or paper towels or something. I'm gonna have to clean this up. But yeah, it's totally bread. Ooh, it smells sweet. It smells good. Let me just try to open it up a little bit, see if there's anything. Yeah, there's definitely some chocolate on the inside of there. Definitely some chocolate on the inside. I'm gonna put this in here. Put it back. Put it back. Oh boy. And I'm gonna try this out. It definitely smells good. So. You know, it's a very light, very nice buttery croissant with a bit of melted chocolate in the middle. Simplistic, yet very effective, and yet very good. And, you know, it's light enough so that when you do have it, you know, you're not going to feel gorged. I mean, I've eaten probably almost half of this so far. I can totally eat the whole thing and not really worry about it because it's very light. Well, this is good. This is good. 1.76 ounces. And let's see, wow, these are nutrition facts that I have never seen because they're in a different language. They give you the protein, the salt, the energy. I never see energy. But anyway, it's pretty good. I like it. Before we go on to the next treat, I'm going to do a jump cut because I need to get like some paper towels or something down here because I'm about to make a mess. Give me 1 minute. Hang on. All right, I'm back, and this time I got myself a paper towel right here. I've taken out the next treat. I got another paper towel on standby, and this is what we have. The only thing I understand is the word pizza, because the rest seems to be in Japanese. So if I can just use my powers of deduction, it tells me that these are just going to be crunchy little ball treats that apparently taste like pizza. So let's open it. First, we gotta give it a little sniff. You know, it does smell like pizza, or at the very least, cheesy garlic bread. I'll take these out here, and yeah, they are coated in what I assume is some sort of cheese or spice type of dusting seasoning. Let's give it a whirl. No, it has the consistency of a Cheeto. You know, the Cheetos, they're very airy. And once you start biting into it, the rest just sort of feels like it folds and just kind of dematerializes inside of your mouth. And that's kind of like this. It's very light. Does it taste like pizza? The first bite, you get the pizza-ness of it. But as you go on, you know, it kind of dissipates. So it's not going to be like dead on pizza. But, you know, as far as trying to get that point across, you know, it definitely does that. So a little snack size little bag of that stuff. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's move on. I think we have some more chips here. Oh, okay. I had a feeling I tried these before. Or maybe just another brand. This is Hers Baby Back Ribs. Make hers yours. Get it? Finger licking rib flavor. All right. So we are in date. And I'm going to open it up and give it a little sniff. Ooh, it smells just like ribs. It smells just like barbecue ribs. Oh, man, I'm hungry now. Okay. So they're kind of ruffled and crinkled. This is a big one, too. Oh. Yeah. It does taste like ribs. I'm gonna spit a little bit there. It does have that rib taste. It's not like a barbecue chip. It could have been very easy to just, you know, kind of have a barbecue flavored chip and say, oh, it's kind of rib-like. Barbecue chips tend to have a little bit more spice, a little bit more kick to it. These baby back rib chips, they don't have a kick at all. All you get is that sort of, I want to say like maybe 45 to 50% barbecue flavor, and the rest is rib, but then you don't get the kick afterwards. But initially, it does definitely taste like a slab of ribs, which is really good. I'm gonna have to get some ribs this week. Let me put this over here. Not, you know, usually when I do unboxings, I put the stuff on the floor. Not this time. Not when it comes to food. We can't have no little critters running around here. All right, moving on. I think we have a lot more stuff. Ooh, this feels like a... I'm going to come back to this because I think I'm going to need that a little bit later. Ooh, this is a big one. Oh, and it's perfect for this month. This is Takis Zombie Habanero and Cucumber Tortilla Chips. It's zombie nitro flavor. If zombies were chips, they would taste like this. Ooh, and on the spice scale right there, it says very hot. This bag... Even though, you know how these days with potato chip bags, you know, it's big, but then the chips start like right here. These chips start about right there, which is a little bit more than we were expecting, but it's also kind of heavy. This is weird. But let's open up. I don't usually eat Takis. They don't smell like much. They don't smell like anything at all, actually. But this is cool. Check that out. They're green, you know, because zombies, I guess. Yeah, they don't... Oh, man, I got all my nose. They don't smell like much. Let me give it a try. I'm not too sure how much I'm going to like this. Cucumber and habanero. I'm not a big fan of spicy. Cucumber, So, let's see. Whoa. Man, I have all kinds of mixed feelings. I don't do spicy well. Now, they're not like Warhead spicy, like the candy. But I'm going to tell you, this is freaking interesting. This is, am I going to have another one? Not really, because I don't do spicy well. They're not that hot. You know, I'm just not a fan of the kick. But, man, at first, they start to taste like salt and vinegar potato chips with that really kind of strong cucumber first impression. And then everything else starts to come in afterwards. It's so weird. The spice comes in at the end. But it's not, it's actually kind of good. If I was a, wow. I have another one. Why not? You start off, you kind of get the saltiness, like salt and vinegar. And then at the end, this is a very unique, I spit a little bit. This is a very unique snack. If you don't like salt, or should I say, if you don't like that, taste of a lot of saltiness in your food, you might not be a huge big fan of these. Oh, these are by Bimbo, by the way. And then maybe the salt, maybe the salt content will put you off. But I think that it's still pretty good. I think that the spice will start to dissipate after a while. This is a good time to try what was inside of this box that I felt. It is a drink. Ooh. Oh man, my fingers have like the green dust on it. All right, so honey limonina. So this is French lemonade. Ooh. Born in France and bottled in Japan, aren't we all? So I got some nutrition facts that's kind of, this is like a sticker on here. What are you covering up? What are you trying to hide from me? There's a bunch of Japanese writing under there. Maybe that's why I wouldn't be able to understand it. But a lot of it is zero, except for 47 milligrams of sodium, 1 gram of sugar. Yeah. Cool. So let's give this a good little shake. You're supposed to shake up drinks right before you try them, right? And let's see how long have I been going. Oh boy, 15 minutes. All right, so, oh, is this carbonated? Well, I guess we're gonna see in a minute, aren't we? No, I don't think. Oh, I didn't think it was. Oh, geez. Maybe I shouldn't have shaken it up. You think? Let's give that a minute to settle. All right, I think. All right, here we go. I should be more careful next time. Little sniff. Smells like lemonade. Does it taste like lemonade? Tastes like carbonated lemonade. Yeah, so it definitely has that acidity to it. Definitely a lot better if it was cold. But I like this. I'm a huge, and yeah, you can taste the honey too. I love lemonade. Usually when I go to a restaurant or something, besides saying like, oh, I'll have the water because I'm feeling cheap. If I do get anything, it's probably going to be lemonade. It's rarely an occasion where I don't think lemonade is appropriate. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one, yeah? Next up, we've got Honey Stinger Lemon Waffle. Honey Stinger Lemon Waffle. Yeah. It says in 1954, beekeeper Ralph Gamber and his wife Luella created the Energy Bar as a healthy snack. They also introduced quick energy packets of honey, and 50 years later, Honey Stinger was founded by a group including their son and grandsons. Keeping it in the family, I hear that. So our goal is to provide great tasting honey energy based foods made with natural ingredients. We think Ralph and Luella will be proud of our products, and we know you'll like them too. From the crew at Honey Stinger. All right, Honey Stinger, let's see what you got. Tear here. Thank you. Oh, geez. Yep, and that's why I've got the paper towel down. Yep, look at that. It's crumbling right before my eyes. All right, so I'll take out a little bit of it. Let me break it. Yeah, it's very crumbly. Look at my fingers. So it's like a waffle. Smells sort of a little waffly, not too much, but it's bendable like a waffle. It's very brittle. Let's give it a try. Very squishy. And it's kind of like a low-key sugar cookie. I'm the waffle part, that gave me some expectations that honestly weren't quite met. It's kind of sweet, not too sweet, just a little bit of sweet. So it can be good if you're the type who do not want to provide your kids or yourself with really sugary treats. But it's like a sugar cookie, but it's softer and probably with less sugar. Let's try to put this somewhere where these crumbs aren't gonna get all over the place. Let's move on to the next one here. Man, we got a lot more stuff in here. Well, ooh, what is this? Words. Okay, so it's candy. Looks like it's in Japanese. I have no idea what it. Man, I got freaking all over my hands. Ugh. I don't know what this is. If you ever heard of mambo, I think it was mambo. It was a candy. It probably still is, at least here in the United States, where they're basically like these chewy candies. Not quite like Starburst. I think they're a little bit bigger than that. That's what I'm kind of thinking these might be. If I can open it, geez, I'm having the hardest time. So they come individually packaged, not too big either. I just don't know if this is gum or not. So here it is. It's white. Smells like, I don't know what this is. What is it? Is that fruit in the middle? What is this? You know, it's very gummy, very chewy. There's something. It's orange. Okay. Yeah. There's the orange right there. It's interesting. Well, it's like that regular, I don't know what the white flavor is, but it's a little sweet, not too sweet, but then it has these little tiny pieces of orange in the inside of them. Very interesting. Again, I always like it when I find candy that's candy, but it doesn't beat you over the head with how sweet it is. Something that, you would like to give as a little snack or a little treat, something like that, you know? All right, let's move on. More Japanese stuff. Oh, this is one of those things that you have to make. Is this like when they have the little trays and then you got to have water and then you mix it up? That's what it feels like. I'm going to have to do this a little bit later. I'm going to come back to this one. Let's see what else we got in here. Ooh, now what is this here? Sweet Plus Zydo Peanut Wafer Cake. All right. Seems pretty straightforward. It's a peanut wafer cake. So we're going to get a little bit of peanut, a little bit of wafer, and a little bit of cake. All right, now I'm going to spend too much time trying to figure out how to open this. Got to get a grip. Come on. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, okay, yeah. So this is definitely something that can get quite melty. Oh man, I don't even think I can really show you guys this. All right, so from what you can probably see here, just think of a wafer, and on the other side is like a bunch of chocolate and I guess like the little peanut buttery parts, but it has melted a bit. So I'm gonna have to pop this like in the freezer or something, but it breaks apart like a wafer. Look at that. Look at that. That's good. Well, kind of reminds me of a Choco Taco without the ice cream. And I'm not usually a big fan of peanut, but the peanut, it's not even overwhelming, not even a little bit. Peanut butter tends to smack whatever it's working with in the face and takes over. But this was not quite like that. Set that down there. Very good. I like that. I'm going to put that in the freezer. I'm definitely coming back to that later. Is this it? Is this the last? No, there's a couple more things. Next. Tried and true paki, baby. Yeah. So paki sticks, they're these quite thin sticks. Kind of like, I don't know if it's like bread or what, but they're these really thin sticks with very light flavor. They come in a variety of different flavors. You know, I've had some strawberry flavored ones. I've had chocolate flavored ones. These are pumpkin flavored, apparently. And, you know, it's covered all the way from here to here. Just a little bit so that you can hold and not, you know, touch all the flavory stuff. But they're real light. My palate is tainted, so I'm trying to, I can't taste much, but paki flavor is always quite light. And you can just go like, and you're done. You know, paki sticks, it's always a fun treat. You haven't tried them out? Go ahead and try them out. Poki's always good. And like all these other things, they're light. You know, they don't have too much sugar, and you'll be all right. Now the last thing in here, is it? Yep. Last thing in here, cream cologne. Cream cologne. I don't know what it is, but you open it like this. Oh crap. I ruined it. Oh, and there's a little package on the inside, a little gift for you. All right, let's open that up. Oh, dude, they smell sweet. Like, man, can't put my finger on it. Like caramel? Like caramel. Something. I love caramel. Ooh! I thought they were going to be hard, but they're soft, and there's something in there. What is that? I will find you. Let me break it open. There's some type of cream in there, deconstructing the cream cologne. I don't know. But these are real good. Pleasantly surprised that they aren't hard. So it's very easy on your teeth. Whatever it is in the middle, I don't know what it is, but it's nice. It's almost like caramel or like a regular cream. I don't know, but it's good and I like it. I like it a lot. And that's it. Yeah? Yep. All we got here is paper. Paper. And we are done. That was good. So, yeah. You know that treat that I had that was like you had to mix it up and stuff like that? Let me show you what that's all about right now before we wrap up this video. Now, even though I've never actually made anything like this before, I have seen other people do it, but that does not mean that I will not find a way to screw it up. There's no English, but it does give you some picture instructions on the front there. So it seems like the first step is kind of just opening up everything. Second step is making this white powder into this white marshmallowy type substance. And then step number 3, kind of put it all together and eat it. I don't know. Let's open it up and let's see what we're working with here. Alright, so the instructions say first I have to take this blue packet and put it in here, and then I have to take this silver packet and put it in there. So let's do that. I'm going to cut this open with some scissors. Let's squeeze all that in there. Oh, look at it go. Oh man, I'm not going to say what that looks like, but yeah, you know exactly what that looks like. Alright, we got most of it. Alright. Alright, job done. Okay, now the instructions call for me adding some water to the marshmallowy stuff and I guess stirring it up. So I got a little bottle of water here and I'm just gonna, I don't know how much water to add, so we're gonna try that. Okay, you know what? I think I know where I screwed up. I don't think I was actually supposed to stir it. I think I was just supposed to add a little bit of water to it and then poke it with the little fork thing and then mix it into these two. So I completely screwed it up. I wasn't supposed to do all that. Oh man. Well, I never did this before. What do you want? What do you want? Whatever. We're just gonna. Oh God. This is horrible. This is horrible. Alright, let's just try this, and I screwed it up already. Probably not a very fair assessment, seeing as how I screwed it up so bad. But here's one. Okay, here's one that didn't completely, you know, get dissolved due to my idiocy. So I'm gonna dab it in that, and then dab it in this, and ugh, wow. Alright, well, I think it could have been a pretty decent treat, although I did screw it up. This stuff here, this green stuff, It's mildly sweet. Not really though. It has a little bit of sweetness. And then chocolate is just chocolate. And then this white stuff was like marshmallow. I thought you had to stir it, but you didn't. So I did screw that up. But I have a feeling that if I didn't screw it up, it would have been a very nice, casual, delectable treat. But yeah, first time errors for sure. Please do not destroy me in the comments for this. But that is all. That's all for now. This was a pretty good munch pack. Remember, check out the link in the description if you want to try out MunchPak for yourself. So, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jeremy. I'll talk to you later.